Well, it's time to get this car cut and buffed. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because I've done a pretty detailed, really long video in the past about how to cut and buff a car. But I do want to show you a little bit about how this goes, a little bit of before and after, and a little bit of a small problem I'm running into right now that I'm going to show you how I'm going to try to fix it. I had using a wool pad that might have had something on it, left a bunch of scratches in the car. Luckily I've only done the hood and the top of the fenders, but I'll show you that, see if the camera can pick up those little scratches and tell you a little bit about how I'm going to fix it. But before I do that, let me just show you a little bit of the car, a little bit of what I'm going to be trying to take out with the cut and buff. Let's get started. So this is the car. This is the paint job that I just did. I think I did this last weekend. And this weekend I'm trying to get it buffed out. And you can see it's not terrible. The paint is actually a pretty nice paint job. But there is orange peel. And for people that don't know what orange peel is, it's like the texture of the paint has about the same characteristics as an orange. And that's why it's called orange peel. It happens in pretty much every paint job. I've never been able to do a paint job that doesn't have orange peel of some sort. And I've never seen a brand new car without orange peel in it. But they don't take this extra step because most people that buy in, new cars, they don't look at their paint that way. But those are probably a little bit better than this, to be honest. But now on to the hood. So you can see I've already begun doing this. This has already been wet sanded down. I used 1500, then 2000, and then 3000 grit. And you can see that the shine looks incredible. Definitely looks pretty good. This isn't done. I stopped. But yeah, let's see if I can get some of those fine scratches to show up in the camera. Boy, they're hard to see. Camera doesn't really want to focus in on them. And they're hard to see, but they're there and they bother me. And so what I did is I had buffed it all out with a let's see, heavy cut foam cut compound. Then I switched to this medium cut, and I was doing it with this wool, and it seemed to be doing an okay job, but I've used that wool in the past and I didn't clean it. I roughed it up. It felt really good. I didn't feel anything hard in there, but apparently there was something. So basically just this center section is the only thing that I've actually really, just like this side of the center is the only thing that I actually started cleaning up. Like you can see all the swirl marks. That's what you will get from the a heavy cut compound, and I've got LED light shining on that. That's why you can see it like that. But then you can see how they're kind of gone in that section that I was just doing. So that was the step I was doing next. Is I had this foam pad. It was actually the blue one over there, and I was using a swirl remover, and that was working awesome as far as the shine goes, but that's when I noticed those fine scratches that you can't seem to find in the camera. But so what I'm gonna do to fix this, that sucks, but I'm gonna resand the whole thing with 3000 grit. See if that takes them out. Hit it again with the heavy cut, and then I'm gonna skip that middle cut there. I'm gonna skip this stuff, and I'm gonna go right to the swirl remover. See what we got. Alright, you can see what I did to my beautiful hood. It's all been sanded back down now with 3000 grit on the DA polisher. It's a really nice diamond cut. I think it's made by Meguiar's or 3M, I can't remember. Really expensive stuff. I've shown you that in previous videos, but so now I am gonna buff this back out with the heavy cut and move on with the fine cut, the swirl remover, and see what happens. Hopefully it comes out good. I didn't want it to sand too deep because like I said, I've already sanded all this and buffed it all once, and you've only got so much clear coat to work with, so wish me luck, guys. Alright, the heavy cut is done, and the scratches that I didn't like are gone. You know, it still looks blotchy right now, but that's normal for the heavy cut. And I am going to go ahead now and put on the that swirl remover. See how that goes. If everything looks good, I'll move on to wet sanding the rest of the car. Alright, well, that is with the swirl remover, and I'm pretty happy. I think it looks pretty damn good. Still not, you know, 100% perfect, but keep in mind, this car is getting buffed again before it's sold. See if I can get close up somewhere. I don't really see any more scratches. I see a lot of reflection. It's hard to really show it, but yep. Now it's time to start sanding the rest of the car. Alright, well, I've been sanding the car down with 2000 grit. Got the fender and door all sanded down. And I want to show you just a little bit about how I'm doing this. So what I do is first I hit it all with a hard block. And I try to hit anywhere that's flat. And then I'll come back through with a soft block and get all the contours. And I'm not even going to be doing, you know, up in here at all. But so what I'm doing is, see how you can see the orange peel a little bit right here, and then it's perfectly smooth through here. So the idea when you're sanding this is to just sand that out until it looks like this. And I'll get the rest of that with the soft block. And then after I get that all done, I will sand it all with the 3000 grit DA and go from there. Alright, well, I just got done with the 3000 grit, and I am going to buff this all out before I move on to the trunk lid, and then I can turn the car around and do the other side. Probably won't get the other side done tonight or today or whatever, but so you can see 3000 grit. I got most everything. There's not a lot of anything left in this. I know it's probably not looking all that great right now, but there are areas where you have to just kind of leave alone. So like in here, you can see where it's still a little bit shiny. Maybe the absolute slightest amount of orange peel. But what you'll find is if you spend too much time on these angles and stuff, you'll break through. And you don't want to do that. So, just wanted to give you an idea of what 3000 grit looks like. If you get on a real angle, you can kind of see it gets shiny. You can see I've got this car just smooth, smooth, smooth. Can't wait to see what it's going to look like at the next stage. And that's where we're going next. Okay, so that is the heavy cut foam on the rotary. The Meguiar's stuff. I don't think I even showed it to you. That's the specially made for a foam cut with a rotary. And you can see it looks freaking awesome. Lots of swirl marks. but that's to be expected with a heavy cut, and that's what the next stage is for, is to get rid of that. So you can see all the swirls, but you can also see, hey, look how much cleaner I look now. Not all lumpy and orangey. So yeah, it's coming out good. Next step is I'll put that swirl remover on, and we'll see how we do. Alright, well, before I turn this camera around and I show you the results, if you are somebody who likes matte finishes, or Plastidip, or jewelry really bothers you, you might want to stop watching right now, because I'm about to turn the camera around and show you how it came out. Now remember, this is not complete yet. Once the car is completely assembled with all the chrome on it and everything, it'll get a final polish. This is just a cut and buff. So let's check it out. All right, this is what we got. I honestly could not be happier with the results. It looks pretty amazing. It's hard to get the camera to get really focused. Remember that this car is actually a dark green. You know, right now it looks black, but it's not black. You can see the reflection of my dad's 72 Charger over there. That's another car we're currently building at the same time we're building this one. But so when this car goes up for sale, whoever buys it is going to get one hell of a beautiful paint job. I'd say that's pretty good. Even though I spent a lot of time trying to make sure there was absolutely no orange peel in it, just because I'm a perfectionist, I can still see just the smallest amount. I mean, I don't think most people could ever see or find any. But I can, if I look hard enough. But that will be it for this video, guys. I still have the trunk lid to do. I still have the other side to do. So there's the trunk lid. You can see the orange peel on that. See the difference? Orange peel. No orange peel. So the next video will be about the vinyl top. Hopefully this week we get that done. We've still got to pop the glass out of it, front and rear. It was a little risky starting the buff project before we did all that, but we're just going to protect the car really well. I was eager to get it buffed because I want to get the chrome back on it. So, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned, and you'll see this car get completed.